What is the difference between a racing pigeon and a regular pigeon? You see regular pigeons in the wild on streets, in parks, in squares, on downtown buildings and in barns. It is possible to trap and domesticate them should you so desire. These birds, though, generally live in the wild and survive by their wits. Regular pigeons, as with homing pigeons, have an ability to remember locations and fly back to them. The correct name for a regular pigeon is a rock dove. Both racing pigeons and regular pigeons eat grain and pick up small stones or pebble fragments to put in their craws to break down food and improve digestion. Racing pigeons, however, get fed special mixtures of grains designed to ensure conditioning and enhance performance. Regular pigeons eat what they can find. Racing pigeons have been developed from what might be considered the best regular pigeons that have a homing instinct. This developing has occurred over the centuries and has created pigeons who can fly fast on a course of 100, 500, even 800 or more miles. A good racing pigeon can fly 600 miles in a day. Clubs exist to fly pigeons in competitions among members or in combines groups of clubs racing together. Clubs ship the birds in specially equipped vehicles with the baskets the birds are in well secured. When the race official opens the baskets, especially in large races, hundreds of birds will take to the air simultaneously. Not all will make it home as thunderstorms, wires, hawks and exhaustion may claim some, but unless the race is a smash, major weather problems along the way downing birds who are basically getting waterlogged as they fly, most will make it home that day or the next. My 12,600 was once first in the combine and the only day bird in the combine. Racing pigeons live in lofts on their owners' properties. They are trained, conditioned, and exercised daily. They are tossed, given practice homing flights, usually once or twice a week, being required to fly say 20 to 50 miles to keep their homing abilities fresh and their bodies fit. A loft will generally have a quick trap set up for races where the bird steps in, enters through hanging wires designed for one-way passage, and is trapped by the owner to remove a race band that goes into a clock that records the time. Distances are measured using great circle calculations. You have to get these from certified surveyors, and clocks are both set and opened by club members when shipping to a race or when meeting to check results of races. These clocks are sealed when set and the seals are opened in unison at the meeting that checks results. Calculating how birds do is based on the distance is shown by the great circle measurement to your loft plus the time the flight took to conclude just how fast each bird flew. Racing pigeons race using a variety of incentive methods such as widowhood, mate removed, bird sits on nest, owner removes bird from nest to put in wicker basket to take to the clock set and shipping, which makes a bird fear for the survival of its young and fly home as quickly as possible. Widowhood is just one of many incentive techniques flyers, owners use to motivate birds to hurry home. So, basically, a racing pigeon is a homing pigeon which started as a common rock dove many generations ago and has been bred for both homing ability and speed. I haven't flown birds in years, so my shipping and clocking information may no longer be exact. After all, I had pigeons in the 1960s and 1970s, but I used it to give a general idea about how races work. Racing pigeons can be very expensive, some bringing hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially ones purchased for breeding stock. If you have a particular cock and hen that consistently produce offspring that win awards, then you have a gold mine in pigeon terms. There are breeders who make their entire income from sales and year after year produce young birds that make names for themselves. I know some of my birds cost me hundreds of dollars. I gave up the sport when I got a job in the far north and would have had to have left the birds in the care of my parents for over a year at least. It turned out to be 11 years in practice. I hope this explanation helps you to understand what the terms mean.